Okay, Ryan, we're going to check your forehand out versus Novak Djokovic. Do a little side-by-side comparison. We're going to catch Novak up to the spot where you are about as you start. Okay, so you guys are about in the same position at this stage. Things to notice right off the bat. Let's see. Very similar. Biggest thing to notice right here, Novak he's on his toes, okay? Heels off the ground, you are flat-footed, okay? As a result, he is in an athletic position where he's leaning forward. So he's looking forward to the oncoming ball, okay? You are straight up and down here, okay? So probably he's going to looking forward to come meet the ball. You're kind of going to be waiting for the ball to come to you, most likely. Okay, let's push this thing forward, see where we get. So as you start taking your racket back, you can see how high your hand is getting compared to Novak. Okay, at this stage, once again, he's on his toes. As I mentioned, you're leaning, maybe got your left foot off the ground a little bit. But again, biggest thing to notice at this stage is top of your racket really high, your hand really high, okay? That means, you're going to hit a hard ball, but Novak is going to have a little more controlled swing, I think, because this hand's a little bit lower, your hand's higher, top of the racket higher. We don't really need that quite that big a swing, I don't think. All right, let's move this forward. Clear that stuff out. Okay. Now, as we take the racket back, if you notice right there, I'm watching this racket, but more importantly, look what happens with his right foot. It's going to come forward. Okay, right in there. Watch this. There comes a step forward as he's taking his racket back. Okay, now as you take that racket back, gosh, it almost looks like you your left foot backed up a little bit right here. Watch this. That left foot of yours is going backwards as you get into that same position. Okay, so again, he stepped into the ball, you've taken a little step back right there. Okay, your left hand, yours is a little bit farther back here. I don't know if we need your hand that far back. Okay. And otherwise, we're in a pretty similar position right there. But you can see he's kind of coming up closer to the baseline where you've kind of backed up a little bit. As his racket's coming down, there you are. He gets to that same position. Again, you look pretty similar technically at that stage. Now his left hand starts coming forward into the court. Yours is kind of dropping down a little bit. Okay, so your left arm is a little bit bent there. As you can see, his is going straight out into the court, and you're coming this way a little bit. Looks like he's going to have a little stronger position going forward from here. And now you're starting to lift, and you can see the ball's really coming into you. Ball is, the coaches will say the ball's playing you. Novak, look where that ball is for him. It's way out in front. We're in similar position there, but you can see the ball's farther in front for him. So then we go forward to contact, and you can see Novak's contact point is going to be a lot farther in front. Yours is kind of by your side. Now, if we also look at your feet in those frames, again, Novak, by this time, his feet are all the way up to the baseline. You're still a foot and a half behind the baseline. And now, as you go up into this ball, your right foot is still on the ground, okay, right here. And as Novak goes into that ball at contact, look where he is, way off the ground, a lot of air. As he follows through, his strings are going to be facing the net a little longer. Your strings kind of flip over right in this area. So we're not keeping the strings on the ball quite as long. We're flipping over. We're also not on the ground. He's still going up, 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 up. You finish the shot now. So he's got basically, in essence, he's got more legs and more rotation here because he's going way up, extending, you're done. You're on the ground, you're standing straight up, and he is really turning, rotating, rotating, rotating. Up in the air, that's where he is. You're on the ground, he's turned more. So you can see he's loaded, he's turned his trunk more, rotated more. Look where he's going to finish up here. Facing sideways to the net. So he's really used his legs, pushing up, and he's rotated his entire body to finish right there. You're kind of just finished up straight up and down, so you can see that your shot was a little bit more of a, just using your arm there, kind of a little bit more of a slap, not lifting, not rotating quite as much as Novak, okay? We can take a look at real time real quick. Oh, actually, Novak's is in slow-mo, so anyway, let's just take a quick look. There you go. A lot of similarities, a lot of great things about your forehand, but more lift, more rotation, that's going to help us.